Our doubts are killers. They prevent us from realizing our potential, from accomplishing everything that we deserve to accomplish. William Shakespeare once said, "Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt." The fear to attempt, if we give in to it, will keep us from realizing our potential, from accomplishing our dreams. So many of us fear the attempt, and we must overcome it.
In college, I had professors who weren't very encouraging towards the photorealistic style. They often told me that I needed to be less meticulous with my work. I remember one time when a professor told me that they need to cut the bristles off my paintbrushes so that I would stop focusing so much on detail. And I always tried to do what I needed to do for class, but I spent pretty much all of my free time creating the detailed portraits that I loved drawing. I think people will always have an opinion no matter what you do, but no one knows you better than you know yourself. So it's important to just do what makes you happy and to follow whatever creates that spark inside of you. No one can ever tell you what your purpose is. It's something you have to feel and know that's right for you, and you just have to have the strength to follow it and to trust the journey that you're on. One of the reasons I love drawing portraits is for the ability to capture the emotion of the subject in it. One of my favorite drawings is the portrait I created of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. I think that drawing is really special because Kobe always talked about how his family was the most important thing to him, and he and Gianna had a really close relationship, both sharing their passion for basketball. And I think Kobe was Gianna's biggest inspiration and probably someone who she considered a hero. And in that picture, you can just see the light and the joy that they brought each other, and I think that's something Kobe would always want to be remembered. My drawings require a lot of patience, and many of my drawings have required hundreds of hours of work. And over the years, I've developed different approaches to help me with my process. Whenever I start something, I try not to think about how much work I have ahead of me. Instead, I focus on the process in the present moment and build from small steps. Once I have the outline of a drawing complete, I like to begin working in sections, and I complete specific areas at a time. I find that helps me to concentrate more on where I'm at in the process and to prevent any overwhelming thoughts about how far there's left to go. Little by little, a little becomes a lot, and the consistent small actions will lead to the big outcome. Getting validation has never been the most important factor in my work, because the most important thing to me is just doing what I love and doing it to the best of my ability. But getting the encouragement from my fans and people in the community around me has always been extremely encouraging, and I find that it's really helped motivate me in times when I'm stuck in a rut or feeling down. I know that perfection doesn't exist because there will never be a day that I'll wake up and think there's nothing I can improve on. It's the pursuit of always doing your best that leads you to consistently getting better. We just have to trust that it's always going to be a process, and you can't always see the end result, but it's through the journey that we grow the most, and you don't see it happening, but it's always there.